Hello, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? My name is Quantic Flux, and today we are back with some more Scarlet Hollow. We will be starting up episode 4, which I think is the last available episode that's currently out for Scarlet Hollow. Don't worry, we're going to do an episode 3 recap if this is your first entry to the series. But I do suggest that you check out the other episodes as well, because this game is great. And also, you'll better understand how we got here. But without further ado, why don't we head on in? Great. I would like to see a recap, yeah. Just of episode 3, though. We'll leave the other 2 episode recaps for some other time. Dustin and Dustin Mom, I love them. There are 2 of them now. What happened to your glass house?
Asshole squatter, move in. Kick Dustin Mom out.
I wish we could have checked on that. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot.
Oh, Quantic, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of that situation all right.
I don't know if that was the voice I had for Janie before. Morning. Is the new blend ready?
Of course. Quantic, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. I'm not suspicious at all.
Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Quantic, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know? Not unethical at all. Also, is there no audio? What's going on? Cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry. It's empty. Yep, he's a dog. That's the mayor. Judging from the series of portraits lining the wall, Tabitha wasn't pulling your leg. Every mayor of Scarlet Hollow in living memory has also been a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. He wasn't very nice. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. I don't remember what voice I gave you, man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? Wait, you didn't say that to me. You're adding new things. How dare you? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Quantic. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Nope. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. I don't think that's how that conversation went. The basement is what you might expect of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Foolish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She could be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kaneeka anxiously picks at her food. Stella's nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. Excuse me. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week, while Quantic is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? Not like any that's ever going to change. Get sick every day. I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself up from the table and leaves. Um, Oscar, what did I do with you, man? Hey, You're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Oscar and Kaneeka startle as the door swings open. Seems I made it just in time. Let's just get this show on the road. I don't have all night. I'm so sorry, Tabitha. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. I'm going for it. There no sound? What's happening? There's sound on the intro, right? Wait, do you hear music? No, I don't. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Hold on. Did I somehow mute this accidentally? Give me 1 second. I feel like we're supposed to be hearing music since they commented on it specifically. 1 sec. Sorry about this. Not professional. Although, let's be honest, I'm not a professional. Sound mixer, please open. Oh, you don't want to? Okay, cool. Okay. Hold on. I can't no, there's sound. There's definitely sound. Just made noise. Not muted. Okay, I guess there's just no music. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? All right, Wayne. There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Oh my god. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Pop. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. I agree.
I hope I didn't come too late. It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer.
I hate you, Sybil. You must be joking. Take a step towards the light. No, I'm not letting something like this happen to you. Let's get this over with. As Tabitha steps into the spotlight, everything crashes to black. Why would we let you do that? Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road.
Before I go,
Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment.
I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. You swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat, and I'll try to poison you, probably. I'll see you then, Quantic.
Weirdo. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unhewn years of your cousin's life. Spectre of the night's events will linger over her for every day she has left, a grim reminder of the price she willingly paid for the crimes of a great-grandmother she despised. Maybe her decision will bring her peace of mind. Maybe she can still right the capsized ship of her broken life. Or maybe things will only spiral out of hand from here. Oh, man. Makes me sad. Wake up. Wake up! I don't remember the rest of that song. Put on a little makeup. You wanted to. I don't remember the rest. I'm sorry. You open your eyes. It's a new day. Last night seems so far away. You can always pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Can I talk to Dustin and Dustin Mom? Hey, hope you're feeling okay. You want to say anything nice to my cousin there, Kaneeka? Tabitha too. Okay, there we go. Still trying to wrap my head around what she did last night. I haven't been able to get a hold of Stella today. How about you? Check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Okay. We got if she's in trouble, if she's hurt or dead. Just sleeping in. How are you doing? Everyone had a rough night. What if Wayne got her? Wayne's on our side, man. I'm pretty sure. Although Wayne did directly threaten Stella, huh? Okay, well, I mean, let's be honest. You should probably call in emergency situations. You dial Stella. Hey, what's up? Oh, that was easy. Haha, just kidding. I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't really me. Technology, huh? Wow. What a millennial, huh? Anyways, leave a message. Or don't. I never check this thing. Yeah. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. I feel very called out. This is me right now. My mailbox has been full for like literally 6 years. I don't want to talk on the phone. I don't want voicemails. I'm not going to listen to them. Okay, I'm going to text her. Hey, you good? Hey, I'm kind of worried after you ran off last night. Text me as soon as you get the chance. The Wayne guy didn't come after you, did he? Kaneeka and I are pretty worried about you. Please respond. That's my favorite cryptid hunter. Hey, send Stella a photo of a nervous puppet. Okay, I think we shouldn't be joking around. Kaneeka and I are pretty worried about you. Please respond. Wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Why would you say what if she's hurt or dead? I haven't heard from her either. That's not good. I think we should try looking for her. Let's meet up in town. Looks like you have morning plans in order. Okay. Visit Dustin? Absolutely. I want to visit Dustin and Dustin mom. Now you have 2 pieces of bread. You open the drawers. They both have bread now. Oh, Dustin and Dustin mom. You're precious. I love you.
Human is back. Maybe changed mind about eating us. Could be the end of Dustin and Dustin mom.
I would never. Oh, that's what I said. Oh my God. It knows me. I would never eat you. I love you.
Dustin mom no better than to trust. When push come to shove, survival more important than friendship. Dustin mom spend too much time outside. It different inside. There enough bread for everyone here. No need to eat friends. Dustin still have childhood innocence. Hope Dustin get to keep that innocence forever. Oh, look at her smiling.
I guess your glass house still has that squatter.
Tried to look came glass house last night, but asshole squatter too big and strong. Dustin mom stand no chance. Might have to live in Dustin house forever. Human big and strong too. Probably more big and strong than asshole squatter.
Dustin, don't swear.
You fight? Give Dustin mom glass house back?
Anything for you, Dustin. Oh my God. I'm busy, Dustin? That's so mean. I'm not accepting a quest from a possum. No, yes, I am. Anything for you, Dustin.
Squatter have sharp things on head. Human be careful. But Dustin mom would be eternally grateful to human. Dustin too.
I should get going.
Hey.
That's that. I loved him. I loved him so much. We gotta check on the creepy doll, especially now that we know the origins of creepy doll. Okay, that thing actually did move this time. What the hell? You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. Yeah, it did. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Yeah, this box is open too. Okay. Creepy, I don't like it. And judging by the residue that was left behind, you're pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room. But he was there while you were out the previous day, or did he enter while you slept? Unawares, just a few feet away. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Creepy? But I do still think Wayne is on our side. Take a shower. You might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. Step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Feels good to wash away the grime of last night's haunting, but eventually you'll have to leave this place and confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, you have a door in the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today. You're sure of it. About your cousin and the burdens, both physical and metaphysical, she took upon herself last night. About the afterlife, it's undeniably real at this point, and what you've seen is terrifying. About Stella running off last night. Hopefully she's just sleeping in. Think about Duke and the image of him laying there, slumped against a tree with half his head blown off. Jesus Christ. Grab feverishly trying to scrape the members of your skin up as if they're the part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning, who is definitely evil. The worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and whether you're truly ever alone. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your bed. I'm going to think about freaking Tabitha because I feel so awful about what happened. And it makes me sad. Think about your cousin and the burden she took upon herself last night to protect you. I really feel like if I hadn't freaking tried to do it myself, she probably wouldn't have done it at all. And that makes me upset. You're done here, you turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Head downstairs. Time to face your cousin. Hi, Tabitha. I'm so sorry. In the light of day, she looks even more physically worn than she did last night. Fresh creases carved into her face accentuate her frown, and she slumps over it. Slumps even more uncomfortable than usual. Hi, Frou-Frou. They're striking. This week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Cousin's posture is unsurprisingly much tenser than usual. It's possible the strike is even worse than she thought it would be. Probably won't be long before she bolts out of here. Yeah, I mean, can we Can we get you out of this crappy town, man? Haven't you done enough? The mine's in trouble. You should just sell it and sell the estate. Get out while you still can. Tabitha bristles. I'm not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet Mine. I'm not just going to cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. Okay. I wish you would give up. I mean, it sucks here, dude. Talk about the strike. How are you feeling about the strike? You can be honest with me. You seem tense about this. That's why the ditchlings are here. They were predicting the strike. I don't think so. Usually I'm pro-union, but no, I'm still pro-union. You know what the strikers even want. You should probably have seen it coming. Just giving them what they want. Tabitha, it's the right thing to do. True. I don't even know what they want, but probably true. It's no use fighting the inevitable. Just fire all of them. Jesus Christ. You believe the gall of these people after everything you've done for this town? Some people never understand the burden of leadership. You're in a really difficult spot. Everything else going on, it's hard to care about something as mundane as a strike. Yeah, kinda. You could be honest with me. Conflicted. It's going to be tough, and despite what a lot of people would have you believe, I'm not relishing the opportunity to pick a fight with my men. I don't think many people take pleasure in breaking strikes. Pearland would have, but that's not me. I don't know. It's complicated. Everything is so complicated. You know what they want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. I mean, let's just empathize here. You're really in a difficult spot right now. Yeah, I am. Hopefully it'll all be over soon. You probably have seen it coming. Not very nice. I don't think I like any of these options. Because I'm still pro-union. You should probably give them what they want. Okay, let's talk about what happened last night. Ghost of Real still can't get over that. Do you regret what happened last night? Obviously. You should have let me take that burden for you. Yes. Why didn't you let me protect you last night? Hope other people in town finally start treating you better. I'm sorry about last night. We should have left. How are you holding up? You look, how these extra years treating you? Sorry if the stuff with the ghost last night ends up making it harder for you to have kids. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you aren't able to have kids at all. Feels good, doesn't it? Getting rid of something your family left behind like that? Why? Why didn't you let me protect you last night? If our roles reverse, I'd be asking you the same question. I care about you, Quantic. I don't care about many people. I wasn't about to let you ruin your life over something you had nothing to do with. Oh, it makes me sad. I hope other people in town finally start treating you better. They've already made up their minds about me. Doesn't matter what other people think, though. They don't know me. Sorry if the stuff with the ghost last night winds up making it harder for you to have kids. I feel like we shouldn't mention this, but I am curious what she says in response. Her shoulders slump. Try not to think about that. I just want to ask her how she's holding up. I don't want to do the second part of this, but drop it, Quantic. The ghosts are real. I still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? I was probably going to die young anyways, and I still have a mind to run. Jesus Christ. You're bumming me out, Tabitha. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. Okay. And I'm not going to rush her out of here. I'll just remain silent. We've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hunjigs. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Aw. Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. I'm going to talk to Frou-Frou. Hi, Frou-Frou. You walk over to the cat. Oh, c'est toi. I can't speak French. Qu'est-ce que tu veux maintenant? I missed you last night, Frou-Frou. I did miss you. You'll ever let me pet you? Do you know anything about the stone carvings scattered around? Thanks for not attacking the opossums who live in my drawer. They're my friends, and if anything bad happened, there would be hell to pay. Not respectfully to Frou-Frou. I missed you last night? Wait, stone carvings? Oh, yeah, we do know that. That makes one of us. Not very nice, Frou-Frou. Will you ever let me pet you? It has been known to happen. Perhaps one day, when you have earned the right. But don't count on it, disgusting human. I still like you, though. Do you know anything about the stone carvings around town? I'm not here to be your commentator, chien detective, essuie in chat. I am here to watch you flail about in the darkness. I'm not here to provide answers to whatever mysteries confound your feeble American mind. Are you sure you're... Are you really from France? Okay. I don't want to threaten Frou Frou because I like Frou Frou, but seriously, don't attack my possums, please. Wait, what if we get them in trouble by telling her about the possums, though? I'm scared to talk about Dustin and Dustin Mom. What if Frou Frou bothers them? But what if I don't say anything and then she bothers them because I didn't warn her not to? Okay, there's going to be hell to pay. Leave my friends alone, please. Of course, you would consider those rats to be your friends. I will not dirty my claws with their diseased flesh. Okay. Not respectfully. She scoffs, her tail twitching with annoyance, but you can sense she's less annoyed than she usually is. Maybe she's getting used to you. Bye, Frou Frou. Good talk. She scoffs at you as you turn away. Okay, I still like you, Frou Frou. PB&J. I don't know that I've eaten anything, but I want to investigate the garden because I want to help Dustin and Dustin Mom. Whatever kicked out Dustin's mom is in the garden right now. You better look into it before you head into town. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Do our little check. Look around a little bit. Ooh, I see a friend. Who are you? I would also like to talk to you. Okay. The air is chilly today, the overcast sky hanging oppressively over the weed-choked flower beds. Investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. Okay. Look around, just in case it's scary. What's on the door? Oh, a lock. Padlock. Okay, I'm not seeing anything scary. Doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cuttings of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. The glass house, one could say. Step towards the door. Oh, what was that? It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. It was a goat. Oh, okay, it's just a goat. This is Dustin's mom's squatter. Okay, I'm gonna talk to the goat. This is Dustin's mom's squatter. Examine the lot. What's your name, little guy? What are you doing in the greenhouse? Where did you come from? Hey, whoever you are, there's a possum that would like you to leave. She was here first. This is her house. Okay. What's your name? Goat. Okay. I'm sorry that your name is so spot on. What are you doing in the greenhouse?
Human pet, me here. Can't complain. Pretty sweet digs, honestly. Stays nice and warm. And there's plenty of eats, too.
Did the human have a brown coat and big boots?
Coat like what? Fur? Nah, not brown fur. Yellow fur. Just on the top. Like all you humans. Don't know what boots are. Can't help you there.
Yellow fur? Tabitha has yellow hair. Okay, where did you come from?
Farm. Used to live with other guys like me. Kinda miss them, but not that much. Don't gotta share no more.
Okay. I mean, Dustin Mom likes to live here.
Don't want to leave. I live here now. She could deal.
Okay. Guess I'll check out the lock. Looks sturdy. You'll need some tools if you're going to get it open. Maybe Stella or Kaneeka lend a hand later. Okay, I guess I'll leave it to you then.
Yeah, or not. It's a wild world out there.
Okay. Investigating the garden. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Kaneeka waiting for much longer. All right, I guess I should probably eat something. Make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. And that's that. Head to town. Bye, Frou Frou. Time to head to town. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. Okay, let's just make sure nothing scary is around. Okay, of course, there's a ditchling off to the right. I hate it. And off to the left. I hate that. And off to the middle left. I hate that. And I think this one might be a ditchling too. I can't tell. They're everywhere. And I hate it. And I'm not a big fan. Monsters everywhere. Am I like the only person that could see these? Like, why are random people in town not talking about this? I know our friend group is, but like, what the heck, man? They're everywhere. The sun shines down through a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path in a watery gray light. Glimpses of pale figures dot your periphery. You haven't seen ditchlings in the middle of the day before. They're getting bolder. Hey, Avery. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just coming up to see you. Hope you were able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. Not really. And I hope Tabitha got some rest too. How is she today? That's nice of you to care about Tabitha. I appreciate that. She's back at work already, what with the strike and all? Wish she hadn't stopped me. I feel so bad for her. I do. Paid a long overdue debt. She deserves the consequences. That's so fucked up. No, she does not. If I hadn't stepped forward, she wouldn't have intervened. We both could have made it out of there in one piece. I think that's true. Can't believe how unfair the whole thing was. Neither of us should have been taking on that kind of burden. I'm going to say this one because I think this is true. No use worrying about what's already behind you. And hey, for what it's worth, I'm glad that thing isn't in the library anymore. And who knows? Maybe she'll get better. Who's to say how long ghost magic lasts? Maybe she just needs a little rest and relaxation. Very optimistic, Avery. I appreciate that. So, not a great time for her to be dealing with a big strike. But I guess there's no helping that. Workers got to do their thing. Can't just wait till it's a good time for their boss. That's true. You're really still feeling chill after everything that happened last night? Coming to see me. That's sweet. Ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. Yeah, Avery, do you see the ditchlings, dude? How are you doing today? Have you heard anything from Stella? If it's okay with you. I was kind of hoping to have some time by myself. Head to town. I want to know if you're, like, actually this relaxed, because you did get possessed yesterday. I'd be lying if I said last night didn't have an impact. I kind of feel bruised all over, physically and spiritually. But hey, it's part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed. I guess, but I don't think many people get possessed, so kind of thrilled my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. All right. I'm not really romantically attracted to anyone in this game, I don't think. And also, feeling really bad about my cousin and her situation, so no flirting for me, thank you. I'm gonna ask about the ditchlings. It returns to survey the tree line. I noticed a few on my way up. Kind of funny now that I'm getting a good look at them with their scrunched up little Sharpei faces like dogs. So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but like, are they dangerous? Yeah. I don't know about to humans, but they're definitely dangerous to animals. Well, they did attack Duke. I mean, Duke shot himself in the face, I think, but they did attack him. They're not going to eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? No, but you might get some eggs laid in your skin. Yeah. Does anyone in town have a flamethrower? Jeez Louise. Oh, is that all they do? That doesn't sound too bad. I think I could survive a parasitic larva too. Just glad being eaten alive isn't on the table. I mean, is getting a parasite like that really any different than being eaten alive? They're still eating you, just more slowly and from the inside. That's a good point. What? Sounds like you'd enjoy the experience. Is it terrible to say that it would kind of be neat to grow a weird little guy? Yes. Much rather be eaten. I get that. Being eaten sounds really bad. That's a really weird thing to say. I'm going to go with this one. Sure, I get where you're coming from. That's a pretty big difference. If a mountain lion gets me, that's kind of just it, you know? I'm sure the wonders of modern medicine would be able to yank a couple of eggs out of me. Heck, maybe I'd even be able to let the eggs hatch instead of just having them removed. Dude, why? Be sad to kill the babies, but at the end of the day, if it's me or them, I gotta go with self-preservation. Okay, good. Wondering when you'd finally say something really weird. I know you seem too normal to live here. Yeah. That is pretty rude, though. It is accurate. It does sound like they did enjoy the experience, though. Who doesn't enjoy the miracle of life, even if it is creepy life? Parasitic organisms are just trying to make do. Wait, same as the rest of us. Okay. Have you heard anything from Stella? I haven't heard from her, though we don't text much, and I haven't checked with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything. But if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. Nika and I are meeting up to look for Stella. You want to come? Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. It was nice. Let's head to town. Yeah, good idea. You and Avery start back down the path to town. It isn't long until you once again find yourself in the main streets of Scarlet Hollow. Hi, Kaneeka. Fontic, you made it. And you picked up Avery along the way. Hope you're both doing okay, like, emotionally. Yeah, I'm not too bad. That's good. I feel like I got crushed by a steamroller or something. Joints all out of whack, totally exhausted, and super foggy. Mom has been insisting I caught a cold, and I wasn't buying it. But as of this morning, I've come around. Kaneeka, can we talk about your evil mom, who is definitely evil? Definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. But I'm not going to let that stop me from looking for Stella. You still think there could be a rational explanation for all this? I don't. When manning the general store while we got looking for Stella, kind of surprised you reached out to me after all the issues between you and Tabitha. Well, I did say fuck you to your face. My character didn't, but I did. Supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. Don't do that. Last night just pushed Stella over the edge. I know I've only known her for a couple days, but it feels like she has a tendency to run from difficult emotions. Usually she just changes the subject, but I guess this time she wound up literally running. Not dawdle. She's a grown woman. She's about to be by herself. Wayne threatened her. I don't think Wayne did anything. I am surprised about this. I care more about finding Stella than I do about the ongoing feud between me and your cousin. And I'm not going out there alone because the last thing I want to do is go missing while looking for someone who meant missing. We do everything in groups from now on. Besides, after last night, what your cousin did went against everything I thought I knew about her. Definitely making me question if I actually know the real Tabitha, or if it's just been tricked into buying some front she puts up to seem intimidating. Definitely the latter. I don't like how much I've been forced to question my perception of reality lately. This sucks. People shouldn't be judged by their family anyways. Whatever people may think of your cousin, it has nothing to do with you. Okay. I guess I'll ask about the general store, though, to be honest, I don't really care. Just want to know if your mom's there. Screw the general store. Mom could deal. Whoa, did I miss something? You good, Kaneeka? Just some family drama. I'm sure I was going to take a sick day anyways. I don't want to infect the entire town with whatever cold this is. Instead, I'll just infect both of you, whoever else we come across while looking for Stella. Thanks. Although I don't think it's a cold. I guess I'll ask about her mom, but I personally think she's evil. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told us all last night. I mean, she's probably going to, like, poison me. Like she did with my cousin. Maybe she's going to read your fortune. After last night, I wouldn't doubt she actually could. Your mom's always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her. Yeah, maybe I could stop making fun of her New Age mystic thing. A lot's happened in the past couple of days. Ugh, I need to take a page out of Stella's book and just block this shit out. I need to be focused. Keep having all these existential crises. There'll be plenty of time for tea after we found Stella. Don't drink the tea. You think there still could be a rational explanation? I guess I'll ask, but I don't see how she possibly could. Nika sighs heavily. Rational? Sure. Rooted in the reality that until a few days ago I thought was devoid of all magic and supernatural shit? No. Ghosts are real. They can suck you into illusory dimensions and puppet your body like a fleshy marionette. Next thing you know, we'll find out there's a secret society of warlocks running the country, or that angels are real. Gotta admit, it's kind of thrilling, isn't it? Anything could be possible. Who knows what the new day holds for all of us? You're very optimistic, Avery. It would be a little more thrilling if it weren't terrifying. All the magical stuff we found so far just wants to hurt us. True. We need a magical being that's on our side. Where are the magical girls when you need them? Hell yeah. Interesting to note that we could have picked a mystical background, so we might have been able to do magic. But talking to animals is cooler, in my opinion. Though I guess we already have an animal whisperer, don't we? That's pretty magical. Wait, you can talk to animals? For real? When were you going to tell me? I have openly talked to every animal I've come across. Like, very openly. Wow, I'm going to need you to tell me what every animal you meet is saying. This is too cool. Avery, I'm going to introduce to you to Dustin and Dustin Mom. You really took that in stride, didn't you? Avery was puppeted by a ghost last night, Kaneeka. Come on. I take everything in stride. There's no better way to live. Kaneeka, your mom's totally a witch, right? Maybe she's the magical girl? No, she's evil. Maybe one of us will discover our magical potential soon. That'd be neat. That would be neat. I still think there's a rational explanation. Aliens? No. Still got my hopes up that this all turns out to be someone in a mask trying to scare us out of town. That's very Scooby-Doo. A lot of Scooby-Doo references here. I'm just going to say this. Maybe we'll get magic. I hope so. This town is getting to be way too much for normal humans to handle. My money's on Quantic. It's only when he showed up that all this stuff really kicked off. That seems like magic material. I hope so, Avery. Thank you. Or maybe your mom. She seems kind of witchy. Nah, she's more a new agey crystals and herbs kind of lady, not straight up magic. Magic is real. I don't see why it would be stored in a bunch of rocks, no matter how colorful. But what do I know? I thought ghosts weren't real until one grabbed me by the bones. Yeah, I do think that she has a tendency to run from her problems, so we'll say this long-winded one. You're absolutely right, and as her friends, we can't let her be alone at a time like this. I've made that mistake before. Plus, she could get mobbed by these weird little creatures, or worse. Exactly, this is no time for anyone to be off on their own. Who knows what kind of weird stuff is out there. The past couple of nights, I wouldn't be surprised if there were actual Bigfoots in the woods, just waiting to eat any human who wanders far too far from civilization. Do Bigfoots... Big feet, maybe? Do Bigfoots thirst for human flesh? Is it some kind of common knowledge I wasn't keyed in on? I wouldn't be surprised is all I'm saying. Okay, let's get started. I don't want to waste another minute. Where to first? Screw the cops. Picking on Oscar. He's smart. He might know what to do. How would Oscar possibly know? Check out the diner. Go to the mines. Check out the church. You ever know that you and Kaneeka can take it from here? Why? That's mean. Supposed to get tea with your mom today? Maybe she'll have some ideas? Hell no. Okay, I mean... Stella. Where would Stella be? The only one that's jumping out at me is the mines. Because she said she used to go there as a kid. I feel like the rational one would be to just check her house, but I don't think that's accurate. Okay, let's go to the mines. I guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find her cousin, since they're friends. You don't see it? Oh, come on. The two of them have such a dynamic, you know? Classic dog and cat situation. Come on, I'll drive us. Follow Kaneeka to her van. It isn't long before you find yourselves outside the Scarlet Mines. Better hours now, or none at all? Okay. Scarlet, more like toilet. I am unhappy with the treatment I am receiving as a worker in the something mines. Scarlet Mines. Okay, that's a very accurate sign. Wall of bodies, picket signs, and megaphones in hand forms a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. I don't think we're going to be able to get in. Is this a strike? They're striking? The miners were talking about it in the diner yesterday, and it looks like they managed to convince almost everybody to join up. Collapse must have been a breaking point for a lot of people. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back underground the day after a mine collapse either. I'm never stepping foot in a mine again. But I can't believe I'm about to say this. I kind of feel bad for Tabitha. First her mom dies, then there's a big disaster in the mine, and everything that happened last night doesn't change the fact that she pushed her workers to the breaking points, but I bet it wasn't that great to wake up to. No, I get it. You two may have your differences, but she's a human being just like the rest of us. I'm sure she's trying her best. All right, Kaneeka, I'm back on your side. You're growing on me again. I was upset with you last time, and I'm sorry I told you to go fuck yourself. I guess you reap what you sow. It's no secret that the miners are overworked and underpaid. She could have listened to them and changed things before it came to this. Time Tabitha stopped taking her workforce for granted. Hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Don't worry, I know these guys. Most of them are in the diner at least a couple days a week. They'll be chill. Will they be chill talking to Tabitha's cousin, though? Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, says Davis. You might have fooled us the other day, but word gets around fast. Helen, well met, fellow countrymen. What goes on here? Why are the cops here? Have you seen Stella? She's missing. I'm going to ask about the strike. Wouldn't you like to know? You can see for yourself. It's going strong. Major collapse happened on the property not 2 days ago. The boss wants us to go in about our work as usual. Who's Johnson? You? I'm not going back down there knowing death or serious bodily harm could come at any second. I care more about living than I do about any paycheck. I agree with you, sir, but, did you not think this was a possibility before? You're literally mining. What are you talking about? There's a lot that could stand to change around here. It seems like damn near everybody else thinks so, too. What are your grievances? Like competitive pay, 8-hour shifts instead of 12 or more, improvements to the sick day and vacation policies. I mean, honestly, that all sounds very reasonable to me. And a thorough safety inspection before any of us step foot underground again. That also seems insanely reasonable. That collapse was way too close to the active mine for me to feel safe down there until I know for sure I won't wind up buried under 2 tons of rock. This place is supported by the labor of folks who are too desperate for work to care about the conditions they work under. It runs them ragged and spits them out when they're too broken to keep going. I've seen it time and time again. We're going to change things. There's no reason we should be treated like we're a disposable workforce. We're the ones making her money. We should be making money too, not just scraping by. Listen, man, I agree. That's a lot of grievances. Working here seems tough. Yeah. You think Tabitha can even make those changes without the mine going under? Probably not. But let's be honest. Do you deserve to have a business if you can't accommodate reasonable demands of your workforce? No. I'm sure she can figure it out. I'm not saying she's not a bad boss. People clearly aren't happy with her, but coal's getting used less and less, and I've seen that old Scarlet house, practically condemned. She has money to spare. Where's it going? Really didn't peg you as someone who'd go out to bat for Tabitha. I'm not. I'm just trying to get the full picture here. If the mine fails, I don't see how Aunt Winnie's diner doesn't fail with it. Okay, but that's the whole problem. A single family shouldn't be able to hold an entire town hostage. Workers need a say in the business. Fair enough. That's it? Look, I just need to talk to my cousin. I'd be happy to pass along your demands. You're being greedy? No, they're not. Tabitha sacrificed years of her life last night to rid the library of a ghost. You should be thanking her, not striking. I mean, 2 things can be true, dude. Good, Tabitha had this coming. Poor Tabitha, she's had a tough week. I'm behind you folks with 100%. I am. No horse in this race. I just got to town a few days ago. I have no allegiances. Isn't this been an escalation? Did you try talking to Tabitha first? Listen, I think I should just pass along the demands, you know? I'm not sure we should be involving the boss's cousin in any negotiations. Yeah, be a bad look. You want to try and push her to the table, that's one thing, but you should leave the demands to us. Okay. I mean, I'd be happy to try to help. Why are the cops here? Miss Scarlet requested we supervise the situation. Mine's a source of a lot of jobs in town, and she just wanted to make sure nobody did anything hasty while expressing their concerns. It's a polite way of saying they're here to intimidate us. Yep. Little reminder from the boss that she owns more than just the coal mines. Simmer down. Nobody's here to intimidate anyone, but the Scarlet mines are private property. Miss Scarlet has every right to request some oversight during a tense situation. There's a lot more of us than there are of you. Have you seen... fuck the police. Anyways, have you seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? She's the one on all the banned for property posters, right? We haven't seen her. We've been out here all day, so we know if she'd come by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Thanks, guys. Can't say we'll be much help, though. We'll just be standing around here for the foreseeable future. I want to talk to Tabitha. Sure, you may be the boss's cousin, but you seem harmless enough. Go ahead. Thanks, Davis. I don't care if they're okay with you going in. I'm still not crossing a picket line. Listen, we're not scabs, okay? I'm not scabbing. I'm going to bring their demands to Tabitha and try and get the situation resolved. Besides, I don't think Tabitha would be too happy to see me. I'll just wait by the van while you go talk to her. Damn, everyone who works here is a regular at the diner. I don't want to make things weird. Be on the other side. Thanks, guys. Quiet today, empty beyond the ruckus at the front gate. The trailer that serves as Tabitha's office looms above you on the hill. Scary things going on here? Nah, seems normal. Knock. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. Wait for a moment. No response. Knock again. Oh, for the love of... Door swings open. Hi, Tabitha. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. Oh, no. Tabitha, are you trying to do like a scab thing? What are you two talking about? It's for me to know, and you to not ask any questions about. You have nothing to do with any of this, so don't get involved. Should I be worried about... Don't say another word. Just leave. I'll handle this. Door clicks closed as Rodriguez leaves Tabitha's office. Tabitha heaves a heavy sigh. Please, just forget you saw anything, okay? I can handle this on my own. Not going to undermine you. We're good, Tabby. Sorry, but I don't think I can be on your side with a strike. Talk to some of the miners outside. Their demands aren't too bad. They just want 8-hour shifts, better pay, and some time off. Oh, and they want a safety inspection? Tabitha, I don't know if we can be friends if you break a strike. That's true. Let's start with this, though. Their demands are pretty reasonable. Oh my god. Contrary to what people would have you believe, I'm not a monster. The last MSHA inspection was like a month ago, and it didn't find any issues. The Shaw mine isn't connected to the active mine either. Everything's fine. We did our own inspection before sending people back to work yesterday. Not that the man yelling outside the gates would tell you that. That's the convenient thing about demanding a safety inspection. They can just decide that whatever I do isn't good enough, just like they've already decided about yesterday's inspection. Listen, I have to be totally honest. You have you have a little bit of a bias towards getting them back to work, right? I wouldn't trust that inspection either. Not about to shut down the mines waiting for some overpriced consultants to come in and take a week to tell us what we already know, that the mine is safe. As for everything else you mentioned, any one of those demands would be a stretch. All of them would run the mine out of business within a couple of months. Best I can do right now is promise that it'll get better soon. I don't think my word's worth much to them, and I don't like making promises I can't keep. I'm right, though. Things pick up soon. Maybe I'll be able to give everybody a raise, or shorter shifts, or maybe even everything they're asking for. Not a monster. Not like I enjoy working people so hard, but it's the only thing paying the bills. Yeah, I mean, people can move on, people can rebuild. At least stay and get out of here. The mine is dying. This whole town is dying. I mean, it seems to me like Tabitha is trying to keep the town alive, and I don't think she should be putting that burden on herself, you know? Overworking and underpaying your employees is the only way you can run this place. Just close it. It's not worth it if you have to treat people like this. It means your business has already failed. I mean, I agree with that, but also you shouldn't have all this responsibility, you know? No, I'm not giving up net yet. I just need a little more time. If everyone could just have some patience, I can fix this. Can't throw away our family's legacy because of one bad week. I'm sure you didn't call me all the way down here to talk about the strike. Why are you here? Don't get me wrong, it's nice to see a friendly face, but you shouldn't be up here. This is my battle to fight. Do you still have time to hang out later? I miss you. That's very nice to say. All I want to talk to you about. Stella's missing. You gotta be kidding me. Today of all days. Have the groans with anxiety. Don't think Wayne. I do think Wayne's on our side, but we have no reason to think he's our friend, really. I don't really agree with any of these. I don't think Wayne did anything, man. I feel like she probably is just taking some time alone, but we do need to check on her. I'm not concerned about Wayne doing anything, though. Although he did threaten her. This is a tough one, man. That's what I'm worried about. I'll see if I can figure something out. I do miss Tabitha. Let's hang out later. You do? You're not joking? So much on my plate right now. But I'll see you tonight. Maybe we can have some ice cream or something. Want to spend time together, I mean. Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tabitha's phone buzzes. Better get back to work. Stay safe out there, Quantic. Call me if you run into more trouble, but please don't go looking for any today, okay? I don't need you to go missing too. Leave the office, closing the door behind you. Find Kaneeka and Avery waiting for you outside. You don't look like you found any new leads. Feels like we've done our due diligence here. Come on, I'll drive us back to town. We can figure out our next move from there. Where to next? Stella didn't strike me as religious. I guess we should check her house. We might find clues about where she went at her house if she's not there, which I don't think she is. Oh, have y'all not checked Stella's place out already? I was too nervous to go anywhere by myself this morning, in case I ran into any other horrors from beyond the veil. So, no. I'm gonna feel really silly if she's just asleep in bed. Make your way towards Stella's house. The door is as pristine as any old wooden door. No bloody handprints in sight. Any telltale sign of Wayne is absent. Something happened here. It didn't involve him. At least not at the front door. Kaneeka knocks anxiously on the door. Creaks open. Kinda not good. She's dead. Stella died and it's all my fault. Normal for people to leave the doors open. Okay. Nobody's here, and I don't think Wayne came knocking at the front door. Yeah, I don't see any goop, but he could have come in through the back or a window. Be a really weird coincidence if the front door was open and someone broke in somewhere else. Or maybe that's just wishful thinking. Guess we won't know till we go inside. Might as well invite ourselves in, right? How do we get the cops involved? Yeah, we should go in. Cool, I'll be brave and go first. Thanks, Avery. Avery casually steps over the threshold into Stella's house. What are we working with here? We got pictures of her parents who died horribly in a car accident, I think. Got some cobwebby boots that probably belong to her parents. Got some dog toys for Gretchen. A lot of cute photos. Gretchen has a huge dog bed. Love that. All right, I mean, it's looking pretty nice. Aside from a corner in the room dedicated to Gretchen, Stella's house almost feels like a museum. Everything's organized with the sort of tidiness you wouldn't expect from someone as rough and tumble as Stella, and only a handful of objects feel like they belong to her. Yeah. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. Doesn't look like there was any struggle or anything, unless it happened in another room, or maybe someone or something caught her off guard. You didn't have to add that last part. I want to forget that you said that, and just be thankful that this doesn't look like a crime scene. Okay. I do kind of feel like we're wasting time, but maybe she left like a clue in her bedroom about where she was going. Okay, this seems much more like Stella with the Charlie Kelly red tape, the Mothman. Got a little Gretchen doll over here, some crystals. Pretty messy, Stella. Old lassie. Okay, well, I don't see any scary things. Make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. No streaks of blood and pus that might belong to a certain phantom miner. He hasn't been here. You do notice, though, that her jacket is nowhere in sight. It isn't in her closet, and it wasn't on the coat rack in the other room. Stella's jacket is gone? Letterman one. Wasn't on the rack in the other room. It's not in here, and she didn't have it yesterday. Okay, so she definitely came home last night. There's always a chance she left it somewhere else and we just missed it. But yeah, she probably came home last night. Assuming she was here, where did she go and why did she leave? Let's check her computer, dude. I want to know why we haven't been able to reach her. Check her computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't it an invasion of privacy? Yes, but it also probably has clues about, like, what video she's working on or what she's doing. Already broke into her house, right? For all we know, there could be some sort of clue on there, like a note detailing exactly where she is. Exactly. Thank you, Avery. We didn't break into her house. The door is left wide open. I mean, you're splitting hairs. Maybe the computer was left open too? I'm with Avery. What if we don't find Stella and it's all because we didn't snoop on her computer? Stella didn't want us to snoop. She shouldn't have gone missing. I don't make the rules. Gossiping to her friends. I don't think Stella has friends. Look, I know it's an invasion of privacy, but we've got to do whatever we can to find her. Check for a password. Kaneeka's got a point. No. You're no fun but fine. No. Kaneeka's right. No. I honestly didn't think about how it might not be a good idea. Are you out of your mind? No, of course we're going on the computer. She might be missing or dead. What are you talking about? Sure, snoop away, but I'm not going to take part in this. Yeah, okay. Do your holier than thou thing somewhere else, Kaneeka. Be over here, standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on our monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. What do you got here? Nice try, Mr. FBI. That's funny. She's drawn the S for middle school if you're a millennial. Whoa, how do we find anything on here? You don't. Come on, let's go. Check her search history. Check Stella's search history. She hasn't visited any website since Tuesday night. She came home after last night's incident. She didn't trust her browser. Search history is almost entirely work-related. A furious series of queries for various monsters and cryptids that might fit the profile of ditchlings. That's that. Okay. Check her open tabs. Take you all day to count the number of open tabs in Stella's browser. So numerous are her tabs that you can't see a single icon. A sea of rounded, featureless triangles from Windows Edge to Windows Edge. That sounds like my browser, to be honest. Most recently open tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum for cryptozoology enthusiasts. Post in question is titled, Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow. Hey everyone, was out chasing a skunk ape. sighting the other day, and I found these weird little guys. Oh, this is Stella. Hidden Appalachia, okay. My friend's mom says there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have any good leads? Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Bride of Bigfoot. Moth stand. Clean footage in some sort of cryptid nobody has heard of except for your friend's mom. The only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchlings is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Lucky stars. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Gary 212-5479. Since every low budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. Wow, okay. I mean, that's fair. I get that. I'd be skeptical too. I'm serious. I've got a ton of extra footage. Look at what they've been doing to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of, like, bad omen, like Mothman. Dude, Mothman is a good guy. He comes to warn people. He's cool. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. Says Mothman. Let's go. I believe you. Lucky you're falling right into her lap. I don't trust you YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. You spelled it wrong? Thread continues into the next day. Hey, okay, so 1, this isn't an ARG. I would never. And 2, you're not going to believe this, but we went into an abandoned mine last night to investigate things, and I'm pretty sure we found some Tommyknockers. Listen to this knocking we managed to catch on tape. Link to an audio file titled Tommyknockersreal.wave. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights? Your mom lets you have 2 hot dogs? This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. YouTubers are always going to sell out to big indie horror. This is Kidnapped by Aliens all over again. I don't know that one. Also, lol, doughy white things and now loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. You sell out to Pillsbury? Stop cyberbullying here. I'm going to call the mods. All right, Lucky Stars is like a stan over here. Uncle Carl, locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. Thread ends. Wow, poor Stella. Remind me to never be internet famous. Here's hoping my SoundCloud stays niche and underappreciated until the day I die. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Thank God. Weird thing to say. Sure looks like a room. Any thoughts? Mess, do you think there was a struggle in here? No. I don't think there's any other clues in here. I think you about summed it up. This is definitely a room. Yeah, nothing much to comment on. This is where the room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. Something that's changed the computer getting a lot fancier. Use a few more houseplants. I'll put together some trimmings after we found her. She still does those corkboard with string things. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyways. Investigate the kitchen. Little kitty over here. Made a PB&J sandwich. She left the bread and the peanut butter out? Weird. Photo of Gretchen. Love that. Oops. Uh-oh. Hit the wrong button. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, this is a little strange that she left all this stuff out. She might have left in a hurry. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple of cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by the used butter knife. Is Gretchen in here? The rest of the bread has gone somewhat stale, about as much as you'd expect after being left out overnight. Whoever left it here left many hours ago. A little messy, but it doesn't look like anything violent happened here. Stella's kitchen normally this messy. Looks normal to me. Remain silent. I think she heard something in the middle of the night is my guess. And she went out to investigate. It's possible she came home, grabbed some food, and left in a hurry, right? She have somewhere she needed to be? She didn't say she had something she had to rush off to. Maybe she just had a panic attack after being possessed. That was over 12 hours ago. Hope she would be home by now if that was the case. Stella's the sort of person to stop back home to snack in the middle of a mental health crisis? Yes. It's comforting to think that might be all that happened. Panic attack is much more manageable than rotting ghouls or parasitic doughboys. Okay. I don't think there's much else to find here. Let's move on. Okay, so she probably came home last night, but she's not here now, and we don't have any idea where she might have gone. But I was overreacting this morning. I hope she would just be sleeping in. Can't believe she's actually missing. We'll find her. Where to next? She already ate, so she's probably not in the diner. Don't have any reason to think that Oscar might know what to do. Absolutely not getting the cops involved. They're terrible. I guess maybe she's secretly religious. Kind of doubt it though. Okay. But it has been an hour, so I tell you what, we're gonna save here. We're gonna call it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have no idea what's going on with Stella, and I'm very curious to find out. Kind of a mystery. What the heck what could she possibly be doing? She was obviously freaked out about ghosts. Maybe it has something to do with her parents that probably died in a car accident. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm excited to find out, and I hope you guys are too. I will be posting another episode, or another part, I should say, tomorrow. And I hope that you guys are excited to see it. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. My name is Quantic Flux, and I hope that you enjoyed your time with me. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your time, and I hope I see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.